Hello, and welcome to Greek the Week. I'm Mona Duncan, and today we're going to be talking about avoiding downward steps. Now, not that you don't go downstairs or, go walk up a mountain and back down, but actually, we're looking at those downward steps that can take us more to destruction. So let me pull up the PowerPoint, let's share the screen and then get the PowerPoint and share and bring it into full strength so you can see as I'm kind of talking as we go along and avoiding downward steps. And it's part of the 12-step program that was founded back in 1935, I believe. I've got it on here somewhere in a minute. And the very first step is to admit that we're powerless over. And in the 12-step program is mainly about alcohol and that if we don't, maybe you're not an alcoholic or having some of those problems. So it's anything that we feel like we're powerless over, that our lives have become unmanageable. And one of my suppositions in life is the fact that all of us look forward to having a quality world in which we can have happiness and success. And so whenever things begin to happen that we're powerless over that happiness or the success or whatever, that we begin to take some downward steps. So to avoid them, this is a quote that I do not know who Wollstonecraig Craig is. I don't know how I found this quote, probably in something I was reading, and I have used it again and again and again. I just think it's so powerful. And Wollston said, "No one chooses evil because it is evil. He mistakes it for happiness." And stop and think about that. How many times have you mistaken? Oh, wow, this is going to bring success. This is going to bring happiness. This is going to be the end event. And yet it turns out to not be so good. It turns out to be something that is not only bad for us, but maybe even not so good for others. And so going back to the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, back in 1935, there were two drunks, Dr. Bob and Bill W. And they were just hopeless. They did not know how to overcome the problems that they had gotten themselves into, the situation and so the 12-step program is the foundational principles of Alcoholics Anonymous, that nobody needs to know who you are, but if there's issues there and you are taking downward steps and you're about to sink and about to not get up anymore, then maybe it's time to stay in that anonymous position, but still reach out and get some help. And so the 12 steps since that time, since 35, have been adapted for all addiction problems. And so it's just kind of 12 steps. It doesn't have to isolate it being just for alcoholics. It can be overeating. It can be an addiction to anything that is taking away and sapping our energy to really be happy and successful. And so those life controlling issues, we admitted that we were powerless over alcohol, but just erase that and put anything. Maybe it could be, powerless over trying to control, trying to be in charge. It's the basic cause is the same, and that brings us into unhappiness. So here are some readjusting of the 12 steps from the appropriate way that we admit that we need help to looking at how sometimes we get things mixed up and think, oh, I've got it all under control. So this is kind of a farce, okay? I decided that I could handle life if other people would just quit trying to run my life for me. I believed that there was no power greater than myself. I mean, if there was something that's needed, I could take care of it. I decided to use my will and my life as I saw fit. Others didn't understand me anyway.
Mhm.
I made a searching moral inventory of everyone I knew and determined I was not half as bad as them.
Mhm.
I admitted to having no problems in the past that I could take credit for. And I became willing to help other people get rid of their defective character. As I go on with these, does it give you any kind of an ouch? Oh,
Mm.
I was even humble enough to ask these people to remove their own shortcomings. I kept a list of those who had harmed me, and I waited patiently for a chance to get even. I got I got even whenever possible, except when to do so would get me into trouble. I took inventory of others, and when they were wrong, I promptly blamed them. I sought through my own willpower to see if my ideas were the best, to clarify that they were the best. And having maintained my behavior, I recommended them to others who would be left alone to practice insanity for the rest of their life.
Mhm.
Well, instead of that downward spiral in life, it's the holistic portion of learning about how to handle the 12 steps that sometimes take us down. To have, we want to have hope and faith and courage and peace of mind and self-confidence that we have the strength and the ability and the sanity and the boldness and the bravery and the wherewithal, the self-respect, the respect of others, a clean conscience, real friendships, genuine, a clean platter of life, taking love and understanding, a happy life, a meaningful life. And this is what we truly want. This is our dreams. This is our quality world, not this, which would be the recompense of the returns that keep coming back to us, that would leave all of the uglies. So, in the 12 steps, it is difficult for anyone to overcome some life controlling issues. And so having a sponsor to come in and be there as a guide and as a atta girl, atta boy to help you go along. There are some really positive things in having someone to help us overcome the difficult issues of life. And it's realizing, first of all, that I will not help you to stray or to wallow in limbo. I will help you to grow, to become more productive by your own definition. And these qualities of a 12-step sponsor pretty much go hand in hand with the love and the anticipation and the helping of those with reality therapy and choice theory. I will help you to grow, to become more productive according to your definition. It's not going to be what I want you to do, it's what is best for you. I will help you become more autonomous, more loving of yourself, less sensitive, free to become the authority of your own living. That it's always, yes, we need input from other people. We need help. We need information. We need schooling. But we also need to know how to manage our own life and to be okay with it. I cannot give you dreams or fix you up simply because we cannot. The only person we can work with and is, and help them to become the best that they are. I cannot give you growth or grow for you. You must grow for yourself by facing reality. And it's looking at the fact of, if things are improving or not. I cannot take away your loneliness or your pain. It's just realizing that I'm here to care. I'm here to care. I'm here to support. I'm here to be someone that maybe you can run some ideas by and begin to help self-evaluate. So the first step, and we're not going to go through these, that is we admitted we were powerless over. And of course, as noted, the original 12 steps was over alcohol, but we can put anything in there. That our lives had become unmanageable. What are we powerless over that will help us to begin to know what directions to take and what steps to think about? James Finley, in his article about mysterical sobriety, said, if you admit, you're admitted. If you don't admit, you're not admitted. I just think that's really unique, that once we admit something, we're in a position to be able to uh, be admitted so that we can learn more and find out more and be. And so, supposition is that all people seek a quality world in which they can experience maximum happiness and success and also experience minimum pain, suffering, and failure. And so to continually, always, always, always evaluate what your want issues are. To think about, what is it I'm wanting? I'm wanting success, but is success running over? Is it stepping on someone else? I am wanting sobriety, but is sobriety, again, I'm wanting to be thin. I'm wanting to be this. I'm wanting to be that. Evaluate your want issues and see what they are and how effective they are or not. So, uh, step 7 in the 12 steps is we humbly ask for the removal of our shortcomings. And we all have them. We're human beings and we have positives and negatives. There's always the pluses and the minuses in life. And so to ask to for the removal of our shortcomings. And so to humbly ask for the removal. Humility, you kind of have to get a little humble here to admit and to ask for and so forth. So here's just 3 thoughts about humility. Humility is getting rid of our self-importance, our smugness, and our stubborn pride. It is transforming our character, not our personality. I mean, our personality has been given to us, and it's pretty special as long as we don't override it too much. And then your genuine personality can be strengthened and restored. So, just a few thoughts here on avoiding those downward steps. And thanks for being here and many blessings.
Mhm.